Hey guys, today I'm making a very traditional Middle Eastern dish and it's kibbeh or kubbeh. Watch how I'm gonna build great flavors with so little ingredients and some spices. Let's start. I'm gonna start by making a simple filling, which is basically a mix of onions and ground beef. I mix together, I add some spices, salt, pepper, a little bit of allspice, and a little bit of cinnamon. I let it cook on medium heat until all the onion caramelizes and loses all its juice. That should take 15 minutes. And remember, I'm gonna leave all the amounts and ingredients for you in the description box below. The filling is done. I don't see any liquids in the pan, but still I'm gonna put it through a strainer to make sure I don't have any liquids in my filling. Now for the outer shell, I'm gonna use 4 cups of bulgur wheat that I soaked really well in water, left it for about an hour, and then got rid of all the water. I really squeezed all the water out of it. And now I'm gonna put it in the food processor to even make it finer. The finer the bulgur, the better. In that case, I want it to look like a dough at the end of the prep. I'm gonna add the meat to the bulgur and mix in the food processor until the consistency is something like that. Now I'm gonna add some specific spices, salt, pepper, cumin, a little bit of marjoram, and a little bit of mint, dried mint, and some cinnamon, just a tiny touch of cinnamon. I'm gonna also incorporate 1 grated onion to the outer shell. And now my workout begins. I'm gonna mix the dough very well until everything is very well incorporated. This should take between 5 to 10 minutes and it will make all the difference in the texture and the consistency of the kibbeh. Here I'm gonna use a rectangular, shallow pan, and I'm gonna be generous with the extra virgin olive oil. It will give all the flavors, so I need to use a very good extra virgin olive oil. And I start working on the shell, spreading it evenly in a very thin layer. Now I'm gonna add a generous amount of the filling, which I added a little bit of toasted pine nuts to. And then another layer, thin layer of the shell. Now that all the amount is done, I draw a design. You do whatever you want To make it look prettier, we're gonna draw this design and cut it from the middle. At this point, I add more extra virgin olive oil, a generous amount, on top of the kibbeh, and I bake at 400 degrees for about half an hour until crispy and golden. That should take about half an hour. I serve the kibbeh with a side of yogurt mixed with cucumber. I grate the cucumber, add a little bit of garlic, about half a clove of garlic, some dried mint or fresh mint, whatever you like, a little bit of salt, and I mix. And that's a great complement to the kibbeh. Here I had a little bit of extra dough and extra filling. I formed it into small kibbehs and I'm gonna cook it in yogurt. To 2 cups of yogurt, I add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and I cook it until it comes to a boil. Add a little bit of water to loosen the yogurt. Let it come to a boil and then I'm gonna drop the extra kibbeh. Add mint, dried mint, and a little bit of garlic for more flavor, salt, and it's gonna be ready after it simmers for about 15 minutes. It will make also for a great complement side dish with the kibbeh. That's just an option. I hope I gave you some tips for a more successful kibbeh. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and follow me on social media. I'll leave the links in the description box below. And until next time, bon appétit!